Sometimes you need the before a noun. Sometimes you need a or un before a noun. But sometimes you should not place any article before a noun. Some textbooks call this practice the zero article. Look at these sentences. A football is not really round. Footballs are not really round. Football can be exciting. Before I talk about these sentences and article use, I'll talk about the word football. You might be saying, of course a football is round. If my country knows anything, it certainly knows what a football looks like. It is true that in British English, a football looks like this. But in American English, a football looks like this. Okay, my short vocabulary lesson is over, so now I'll talk about grammar again. In this video, we are talking about generic nouns. Generic nouns are used to display a generalization. In other words, when we say a football is not really round, we don't actually have a specific football in mind. We are talking about any football. Now the first sentence says, a football. Is it wrong to say, a footballs? Yes, it would be wrong to say a footballs. The word footballs is plural. We use the zero article before plural nouns. In other words, we don't use a or un before plural nouns. Football can be exciting. What does this sentence mean? This sentence is not referring to a ball. It is referring to a sport. It is talking about a sport. In the first two sentences, the word football is a count noun. In the third sentence, football is a non-count noun. We don't use a or un before a non-count noun. I talked a lot about count and non-count nouns in another unit. You might want to review those videos, especially if you have difficulty choosing between count and non-count nouns. Now I'm going to tell you something very important. Learn this. When a word is a count noun, its meaning is usually a little bit different from when it is a non-count noun. Consider another example. The word fire. Look at these two sentences. Jeremy built a fire that lasted all night. Fire has both dangers and benefits. In the first sentence, a fire refers to fire that is contained in an area. It has boundaries. It is limited. The second sentence refers to a more general idea of fire. Maybe this fire is contained, but maybe it isn't. It is possible that it does not have boundaries. The word fire has a difference in meaning in these two sentences. I'm going to show you several sentences. Add a or un if the next word is a singular count noun. If the next word after the blank is a non-count noun, don't add an article, but capitalize the first word. For example, you see this. Blank keyboard may or may not have a separate numeric keypad. You say this. A keyboard may or may not have a separate numeric keypad. Keyboard is a count noun. School can be difficult sometimes. In this sentence, school is non-count. You can say a school, but when you do, you change the meaning of the word school a little bit. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Picture is a count noun. Milk is a good source of calcium. Milk is a non-count noun. An apple is usually red or green. Apple is a count noun. The complete course guide includes an additional exercise. That exercise will allow you to get more practice with article use for generic nouns.